Drinking too much is becoming a problem with more women in the U.S. The National Institutes of Health says 60% of women have at least one drink a year, but 13% have more than 7 drinks per week.
Wine seems to be the drink of choice. I started reading articles about women and wine abuse last year and noticed a trend on social media. Women, many of them wives and mothers, were posting about drinking wine and a lot of it. With the help of Alcoholics Anonymous, I caught up with a local woman who says the habit almost cost her her family.
The alcohol was taking away my soul.
But for Brenda now, this is a big part of her soul and her daily routine. Reading from the big blue book many call the Bible of Alcoholics Anonymous.
I realized I had a problem when I could not wake up in the morning without drinking.
Before joining AA, this was part of the 64-year-old's daily routine. Wine, with friends or alone.
I could go through a bottle and a half without even knowing it.
But she finally hit bottom, took her last drink, and got help 3 years ago.
Knowing that I couldn't be around my grandchildren, my son, his family, I thought, okay, I've lost everything.
Detox led her to AA. It's a story local counselor Jeff Burns has heard often in his 3 decades of practice.
You're not drinking hard liquor, it's not drinking beer, wine tastes good.
He specializes in addiction counseling and leads local group therapy.
Ever since 2008, people saw the financial crisis, worrying about safety, stability. Wine kind of takes that away for a short period of time.
But it can easily catch up with you, like in Brenda's case.
And so the alcohol made me feel better, the wine, and it became a daily thing. I guess for me it was losing my identity because I couldn't work anymore.
You hear about the health benefits of drinking, but when it's excessive, it actually puts you in danger.
People who binge drink are much more at risk of having a blackout.
According to the CDC, a woman's body processes alcohol differently than a man's.
Women get more alcohol into their system than men if they consume the same amount.
Add medication or illness to the mix, it spells trouble.
If we have anti-anxiety medication, painkillers, things like that, cycle through the body a couple times more while it's waiting for their turn to get processed. So it can be like taking more than 2, 3, 4 Valium instead of only 1.
So how do you fix it? Support is available.
The cities have community service boards which can provide reasonable advice. You're not judged, they're confidential.
If you're not sure you have a problem, come to some of the meetings. We have women's meetings.
And when folks are toasting this holiday season, Brenda says you can still celebrate without drinking.
I order water or Diet Coke. I don't care if they're drinking and they don't care that I'm not. I mean, that's okay.
Brenda attends AA meetings 6 times a week and sponsors others now. She recently marked her 3rd year of sobriety. She said she feels and looks better since quitting, and her mind is much more clear. Now, there are many things that can indicate a problem, some more obvious than others. If you have blackouts, get a DUI, miss work, or childcare responsibilities due to drinking, that is definitely cause for concern. Also, according to the NIH, if you crave alcohol and have physical withdrawal symptoms after stopping, or you need a drink more to get high, that's a problem. There's so much more, even a difference between alcohol abuse and dependence. We put together some resources with my story on wavy.com, including a quiz you can take to see if you should be concerned. Just look for it all there on wavy.com. Nicole Livas, 10 on your side.